Bloomberg organization, and I'm joined by Maglio, ETF Specialist for Invesco QQQ Sponsor Spotlight, Rethinking Innovation. Welcome, Ryan.
Thank you for having me.
For being here with
I
us.
appreciate it.
So we're just going to jump in. As a quick reminder for everyone, can you tell us what QQQ is?
Yeah, sure. So QQQ is an Invesco ETF that tracks the NASDAQ 100. The NASDAQ 100 is the 100 largest companies that are non-financial that sit on the NASDAQ stock exchange. And NASDAQ has done just an incredible job at attracting these companies that are very forward-thinking and innovative, and QQQ has provided access to those companies for investors.
And has the appetite for investing in innovation grown?
I would say so. And so we quantify innovation in two ways. So we look at research and development spending, and we look at patent activity. And what we've seen is that companies that are on the NASDAQ 100, companies that are in QQQ, tend to outspend their counterparts, say, in the S&P 500 on research and development. Because of that, we see a lot of patent activity, especially in disruptive technology like AI. So 40% of the natural language processing patents are worldwide are owned by companies inside QQQ. 20% of cloud computing owned by companies inside QQQ worldwide, 18% of deep learning. So they are really in the AI space. And so what we've seen with that, we've seen a lot of fundamental growth. Companies inside QQQ tend to have higher earnings growth, higher revenue growth, higher dividend growth, especially over the past 10 years than companies, say, in the S&P 100, Russell 1000. With that, we've seen a lot of flows into it. So QQQ is the fifth largest ETF. It's got about $275 billion in assets under management. We've seen about $13 billion of flows in 2024, about $20 billion in flows over the last 12 months. And it is the largest large cap growth ETF out there. And of the 102 funds in the category, it makes up actually 26% of the assets. So I absolutely say there is some interest there in innovation.
And how has that benefited QQQ?
So QQQ just won the Lipper Award for the best performing fund, and that's mutual fund, ETF, fund of funds, over the last 15 years. So like I said, with that fundamental growth, we've just seen outperformance. We've seen over 400 basis points of cumulative outperformance over the S&P 500. And again, it just goes back to that innovation growth.
So you've been delivering access to innovation for quite a while.
Yes, so QQQ just actually celebrated its 25th anniversary of March in this year, of this year in 2024. And that makes it one of the oldest ETFs around. So for a long time, we've been providing liquid, cost-efficient, tax-effective access to these innovative companies, and we are certainly excited for the next 25 years.
It's amazing. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for sharing your insights on rethinking innovation as part of the Invesco QQQ Sponsor Spotlight.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.